Ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest article. One of the latest articles from the Washington Examiner. Roger Stone predicts criminal indictment against Trump. Then you have numerous articles. Well, Salon the other day. Roger Stone predicts a Donald Trump criminal indictment is on the horizon. Business Insider, just hours back, or yesterday, Trump ally Roger Stone says ex-president could face indictment. The Denver Gazette, a couple hours ago, Roger Stone predicts criminal indictment against Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, they obtained President Trump's tax returns on February 25th. They still haven't found anything. It's June 1st. They obtained his tax returns, so you can just type in tax returns, Trump, February 25th. So February 25th, they obtained his tax returns. So tax returns given to Manhattan prosecutors. ABC News, you could just type it in. Washington Post, Trump's tax returns turned over to Manhattan District Attorney. CNN, Trump's tax returns and related records turned over to New York. Money, CNN.com. Okay, so they have had his tax returns since late February. That is important. Hit subscribe to this channel and hit subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel. The link is below in the pinned comment. We're on our way to 20,000 subs on that channel. It's because of you. I thank you so very much. Hit subscribe to this channel. We're back on our way almost to 181,000 subscribers. Tell your friends. We're almost at 200,000 subs. And I'm going to give you some context and I think the correct way of looking at these impending or imminent indictments. Number one, it'll only help President Trump. I'll get to that in a moment. People, even Democrats throughout the country, are going to look at this as retribution. They're not going to look at this as the rule of law, okay? They don't even know what type of legal statutes or crimes he's committed. They say he inflated his net worth. That's an issue for Deutsche Bank. Why did Deutsche Bank give him $2 billion in loans over the years? That's an issue for the lenders. Apparently, these prosecutors don't understand much about real estate or business. I mean, they go after people all the time, but those people actually commit crimes because of financial hardship or because, like, for example, Michael Cohen had a failed taxi business, so they went after him. Well, I mean, the bank notified authorities, from what I understand. If you're engaged in some kind of misconduct with a bank or an insurance company, they have a compliance department, and they have attorneys and a legal department of their own. They'll notify the authorities. They'll definitely notify you. They'll definitely let you know if they think that you're breaking the law. So where's Deutsche Bank in all of this? Where are the lenders? Where are the insurance companies saying that for years Trump has deceived them? But the issue, ladies and gentlemen, is the following. They want retribution. They've had his tax return since February 25th. Why is that important? They still haven't found anything. There's a grand jury out now, and the grand jury is being given evidence. Whitewater was a break-in. Madam Secretary had servers with top secret and special access program intelligence, information marked classified. There were lies told by the former Secretary of State throughout 2016 and 2015. James Comey said there was no intent to break any laws. Okay, it wasn't his. He has no authority. The Attorney General is the one who makes the call. And where is Trump's James Comey? That person does not exist. Everybody from late night, every element of society has been politicized because Democrats don't really have anything in terms of policies that unites their voters. They don't really have anything aside from contempt and disdain for Trump. That's it. And it's really about his personality. It's not about his policies. It's not about his policies. Bringing home Americans from never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts used to be a left-leaning value or vantage point. Okay? The tax cuts, that's not enough to get them you know, just focused and obsessed with taking down Trump. President Trump allocated more funding to historically black colleges and universities than any president ever. He signed an executive order combating anti-Semitism on college campuses. He was the first president ever to step foot in North Korea and to begin détente between North and South Korea. What did this man do to warrant and to justify the treatment that he's being... they couldn't find anything. They couldn't find anything with Trump-Russia. They indicted everyone around him for process crimes because they allegedly lied to Congress or lied to Peter Strzok, who was, by the way, kicked out of the Mueller probe because of bias, and the FBI because of his anti-Trump text messages. But what did this man do? You will never get a straight answer. You will never get an actual specific, his handling of the pandemic. He caused Michigan's governor and New York's governor and California's governor and Pennsylvania's governor and Illinois' governor. He caused the governors of Democratic-run states to have the worst, and New Jersey's governor to have the worst outcomes. It's his fault. They didn't listen to him. They wouldn't have listened to him no matter what he said. The pandemic wasn't his fault. Could he have done better? Sure. Would any president have made the same mistakes? Of course. Look at how Democratic governors reacted. And you can imagine how a Democratic president would have reacted. They had the worst outcomes. So you can't blame. We had record low unemployment under President Trump. President Trump got the greatest percentage of non-white voters of any Republican in 60 years. And one rebuttal is, Bush got a better percentage. Well, okay, Bush had what? He had the media, propping him up. Let's put it this way. Media was objective. Or leaned towards the Republican Party at that point. Now it leans way to the left. Media and intelligence operatives, you talking about slithering serpents towards a political side. But they want retribution. It's not going to work. They want to knock him out of 2024. It's not going to work. They want commercials and they want debates with an indicted former president, corrupt criminal. That's what they want. But the opposite's going to take place. Watergate was a break-in. Clinton had servers with top secret intel on them. Bernie Madoff had a Ponzi scheme where people lost their savings. Enron was, they made up numbers in terms of their accounting. Whitewater was a land deal that went under. You can look. The stock market crashed because of horrible investments by banks. And there's always something that leads up to a financial calamity or a criminal act. What did Trump do? They had to obtain his tax returns because they thought possibly they could find something. And then they said, we're doing this based on a New York Times investigation. The New York Times doesn't look at anything other than stories, or doesn't investigate the Clintons, certainly doesn't investigate Hunter, doesn't investigate our beloved President Biden, doesn't investigate any Democrats. They've devoted their lives, all of media, all of Hollywood, social media algorithms, they have every single possible advantage, and they still haven't found anything against Trump. And so one New York Times article was, he didn't pay any income tax, or whatever. The IRS had his tax returns. So if you're saying the IRS didn't know? Did Deutsche Bank know that he was inflating his net worth? Did the insurance companies know? You mean he was able to deceive everyone in New York and the federal government for 30 plus years in the spotlight? This is after 2-3 years of endless speculation that he worked with Putin, which never happened. They want retribution. They don't care. And you know how many millions of people actually believe this man is a modern-day monster and Al Capone? They don't care. It's not. They just want retribution. He defeated Clinton. He has upended the political establishment, both left and right. He brought home Americans, reversed U.S. foreign policy. They want retribution. Give me your thoughts below. I think Roger Stone is right. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now to this channel and H.A. Goodman's other channel right there.